Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. So as we all know, Asante Kotoko have qualified for the group stages and have been placed in Group C alongside Al Hilal, Akonnor FC and Zesco United. Now Asante Kotoko's campaign will kick off next week, that's the 3rd of February, and coach Akonnor has been speaking about that clash that's going to take place from next week in Al Hilal. He was asked whether he thought Asante Kotoko would make it past the group stages, chances of making it further, and a whole lot of questions about the fans' criticism and other stuff that have been going on over the past few days. He was speaking in an interview here, and we are going to have a look at that interview. So as usual, if you are new to the channel, I would advise you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to get more updates on this channel. So let's go have a look at the interview Akonnor granted earlier today and see what his opinions are concerning KOTOKO'S chances in the Caf Confederations Cup. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the interview.
Participation in the competition quite late, and then that was a few weeks after you have taken over. It's history that you've made, and how does it make you feel?
Well, I feel good, but I think all of us have done this. Dr. Che, who is the leader of every affairs, spiritually, financially, was fantastic. He helped us a lot. Management, who gave us the necessary support that we needed going to campaign and all those things. And sometimes they brought in good suggestions and it helped us. Then the technical men who were ready to do their best, plus our doctors, and of course the playing body. We wouldn't want to leave our supporters aside. So we've all done this in a very good manner for us to get where we are today.
We've done 2 games already, in fact 2 opponents already. Each of them we played twice. What has been the experience like?
Well, it's been very, very tough. First of all, Sharks was a very difficult match for us. That was the first approach. Going into that game, a lot was expected of us. We were tactically very disciplined in the first leg, and we managed to get a draw there. And coming back home was very, very difficult. Difficult in the sense that the team was in progress, preparation getting better and better and better. But somehow along the line we managed to get through it, and it was a very, very, very big task for us to be able to go through to that level. And then of course Cotton Sport was a situation where we have an idea of how they played in their previous matches. We saw it, and again tactically we were very disciplined. The technical team thought it necessary to really focus on the way they played, and we had an idea of how they play from the first minute to the 15th, 20th minute, and that was our goal. We wanted to win the match as early as possible, and so the first 20 minutes before they warm into the game, we had taken the lead, which was very, very good, and so we took them by surprise, and it was good. The second leg was just a formality. We needed to be patient, keep our composure, and play, because we've not performed very well at home, and it was a turning point for us. We did very well in that sense, and I think the supporters too understood the level of play and the intensity and the pressure that comes with it. And so I think they were calm. They were very, very positive than they were before. Not to say that they were not positive, but I think the education went all around the radio station, and so they got it right, and they were massive. We wouldn't be able to do it without them, and so it went very, very well. Now we've qualified. We are now in the group stages, and it takes another level of preparation, and that is what we've started doing now.
And that comes to my next question. We've been placed in Group C alongside 2 Zambian clubs, Akonnor FC and Zesco, and then Ahila of Sudan. In fact, we start our first game in Sudan somewhere next week. First of all, what was your impression when you heard about it?
Well, it's always a tough group. There's nothing like easy, And for us, again, the preparation was said that we have to see how they play. We've not had a chance to see them live, but we have to see how they play in video. And then, of course, don't forget, we've had 2 coaches who have worked there before. Our national coach and now Prince, who is there. So I've been having. I hope this will not go. We have been having, even this morning we discussed. We had a lot of discussion, and then of course, I think you saw us. We just coming from meeting. The technical team met with the video analysis, and we discussed exactly what we have to do. And so now we have an idea of what we have to do, and now it's up to us to now implement it. And this comes with training, theory. So is it practicals? Practical. We have to do the practical work, a way of training, and then rehearse it every now and then we make sure the boys embrace it in good faith. That once they do it, it will work. And I think from now, there's belief that when we tell them something, they listen and they implement it, and it works. And so we are looking forward to that, and we'll prepare very well, adequately to get to Sudan and do well.
Is the group talking about the opponents that we have? Is it a moderate group, as some people wants to say?
They can call it whatever they want to call it, but for me, there's nothing like moderate, easy, walkover. Nah. The likes of this Zambian team, if you joke, they're a good football nation. I mean, a very good side, and so we have to take everything serious. And it's important that we go on away matches and get a good result, a result that will favor us at the end of the day, and so that is what we are preparing towards, and hopefully we will get a good result.
You have seen the capabilities and the otherwise of the players that we have. You know the strength of our team, and you also know the weaknesses as well. Having studied our opponents, having gotten their videos, a few of their videos to watch, would you say that we have a chance?
We always have a chance. Even if we play Barcelona today, we always have a chance. It is how we behave on the field of play. It is how the actions, that will take place, and the belief. If you play Barcelona, you know that they are better than you in terms of possession. Then there should be a way you should go about it, and look at their weakness. You don't go and work on somebody's strength to your way, but you look deep. And there is always weakness somewhere, and that is what you need to utilize. And so sometimes the opponent will play 90% of the game, they are not able to score. But when you get a chance and score, that's what matters most. And when you are off the field, you go as victorious, and that's what matters most. It is not about how good you play, but it's about the results. But we also want to play well, good football, and win. And so far it's been okay, but there will be times where it will be difficult, and once it gets difficult, we as technical men, we need to understand that. The players need to understand that, and our supporters also need to understand that, but we move on. We always want to improve. We always want to be better, and that's what we've done so far.
Does it come with an advantage that we are playing our first game away, and then also within the first round of the group stage we will have 2 away games and then 1 home game, as against the second one where we will have 2 home games and then 1 away game? Does it come with?
You can say that, but it all will depend on us. If you go away and get a good result, and home, you still have to continue and do well. You cannot come home and think it's easy, else you'll be surprised. We've gone to Cameroon and surprised, so it is believed that any other good team that prepares very well can also come in and surprise us. So it's all up to us. It's in our hands, and we have to act well. This is our job. This is what we do every day. Like the banker will go to his office and work and make sure at the end of the day he's done a good job, and that's what we ought to do.
Let's talk about personnel. We've seen you make some changes within the teams that you have been playing, or you have been using over the games that we have featured, we have played. And what informs you when you are drafting your first 18, your first
You see, it's always important to let the players know if they do well, they stand a chance, they stand of getting a chance to play. I don't want a situation where I'm static to one team and then the other guys will be useless. They will feel useless, they will be hopeless, they won't be motivated, and so I always try as much as I can to give everybody the chance. I have assured them that everybody will get his chance to play, and so we want to work on that. We want to believe in the players that we have. We want to believe that they are all good and they can all help us in different ways, and so we give them a chance. But when you are there and you don't make the effort, it will be difficult for you to play, and the effort comes to as a result of training and matches, friendly matches that we play. The question is, when we organize for a friendly match, we want to know if you are ready or not. And I'm not going to tell you, you should know. This is your job, this is what you do, and people come, it's difficult to come by money. And so when Dr. Che spent his money, he spent it for a good reason, and that reason should be the players, and they should give out their best. And so every day of their life is football. They need to focus on football. They need to prepare themselves very well in training and in match, and that I demand it from each and every one of the players. And so it's demanded that they come and perform very well, and that is what we do. It's a fact too that you build the team around certain players, maybe 5-6 players who are regular in the team and they always play. And so that is what I'm not doing anything different from the personnel are the players who have to always give out their best. Yeah.
You alluded to us having a few problems at one department of our team. How well are you working to address that situation?
Which department?
The midfield.
I think it's getting better. It's getting better, and one of the things we did was to probably, we've been there before. Akonnor and I have been there before, and so in certain situations we know how to handle the players. When a player knows he's about to lose his position, the real devil will come out of him, and we always try as much as we can to bring it out. We want them to go to their limit, and so far it's been good. Sinanu was sort of a major problem, and Sinanu and anyone who plays with him, we tried Jordan, it's okay. We tried Conte, and then Nieji and others, and now I can feel that cohesion, that team bonding, that telepathy, understanding in the midfield is coming, and they showcase that in the Cotton sports game, which was very, very good, and that is exactly what I want us to play. And then once you chase the ball, you become useless. You get tired, you become useless. You don't have to chase the ball. You have to have the ball most of the time. Let the opponent chase the ball, and when you move the ball, you move the opponent as well. And so we want people who have the confidence to keep the ball when it's necessary. When we played Cotton Sports in Kumasi, the end result was to keep the ball because we are in the lead. We were in the lead, and if we are not scored till the end of the 90th minute, we've qualified. And so what do we have to do? We needed to keep the ball and for them to chase the ball. And as a result of that, we moved on out of position and were able to create chances. And that should be the style. And I think gradually the boys are getting it. Not just Sinano and Conte, but Jordan and the rest are getting it. And hopefully this will continue to improve our game.
And they also embracing the idea to work hard to try to get back into the team.
Of course, if you don't, even in fact, those who are playing now, if you backslide, it can affect you because the level of competition is growing. It's growing, and I don't want people to be comfortable, to be in a comfortable zone, because that area you don't grow. Nothing happens there. You're just there. You're comfortable. You're static, and so even though you're in a comfortable position, you need to grow from that end. And the reason to grow is the competition that we have. So if you make mistake thinking that it's over, you find yourself probably maybe on the bench or out of the even 18.
I think this stage offers us the opportunity to do a few add-ons. Do you have any idea of adding on to your team to strengthen some parts?
For now, I can talk of 2 players, but we are not able to make it public. and so we will probably from next week going we'll come out with it.
Coach, the supporters' contribution has been very good. They've been very supportive, but sometimes also very.
Yeah, I know.
How has that affected your output?
Well, I must be honest. I was a little bit shocked after the Ash Gold match. I felt, but I took it in good faith, and all that happened, the saga here and there, the Sadu stuff and all those things. I took all that in good faith, and I believed in the boys. And before we went to Cotton, Cameroon, I spoke to them. When we went there, I continued, and I made sure they were relaxed. And I told them the pressure is on me, it's not on them. They should forget about everything. But it's not a fine thing, it's not something that you laugh about, But I think it's within the terrain, and it's more or less if it's Kotoko, then the fans are passionate. They want to see their team win most of the time, and that is it. Sometimes one will not understand, but that is the way it is, That's the way it is, but we still plead that they should keep calm, because that's the only way we can work peacefully and be able to think deep and bring out different ideas to improve the team.
My final question, are you qualified from the group?
I won't be able to tell you that. If you ask me if you win, I can't tell you that because I don't know. But what I know is that we'll continue to work, continue to improve. I just saw the team. For me, from now, as I walk, I will not think about anything else. It will ring in my head. Those players, I create the match itself before the real match. I create within me the personnel who can do a good job, who will not help us, and of course I discuss with Akonnor, and of course I have my senior guy that I share ideas with, and so I know that on the 3rd of February we'll be able to perform well, and that well should be able to propel us to a better level.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.